Okay, should be popping in here. Got the bot on so you guys can play the game. Hey Mike, hey Chris. 2 hours behind, Chris. Anyway, as you can see, I got it, looks like all together. I do got one thing I got to do yet. On carpet, we've got to run a chassis protector. And twofold to that, prevents screws coming out and tearing up the carpet, and the other thing is it keeps the chassis looking really nice. So I didn't have that put on yet. See if I can get it on here square. The bad thing about this is if you have to get in and remove anything, that's one thing I already don't like. I'm going to have to pull that front bumper off, and it barely covers it. And the one thing about that front bumper, it kind of holds the front end all together. Of course, I put away all my wrenches. I didn't think I needed them. But if that don't go underneath that bumper, it'll start peeling it up. Let's grab my other wrench. Things you forget about. Hopefully this front end don't all fall apart. I know these two screws kind of hold it together. Yep. Seen things move. Need to have a longer, that bumper needs to hang back further, I can tell you that. Well, the screw's loose, but it's not wanting to come out of there. Like I say, I know these front two screws kind of hold this front end all together. No, Mike, I never did. Eee, don't slide apart. That's why, like I say, I don't know if I really like this design. how this all goes together. Those two screws are holding that whole front end on. I mean, yeah, it's easy to tear apart, but see if I can get them to go back in. That pin popped out. Oh my gosh. Yep, it popped clear out. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Both pins are out. Although now that one's still on. But get in there. It's gonna make it hard on me. Freaking things. Like I say, I do not like this idea how this is built. There it went. But now the other one's out. I didn't figure this would take this long, but okay. Sort of got slid back together. I can see already that's not going to work. Yeah, maybe it will if I squeeze it back. Poorly thought out, I think. Got one screw in anyway. Shouldn't fall apart now. Hey, Kane. Didn't think I'd have to do any wrenching, but never fails. Yeah, and it did. It kind of squeezed the tip of that up in behind the bumper at least. So, like I say, that's the trouble. If you don't have that tucked in underneath something, I can foresee hopefully somebody makes a different bumper for these that actually hangs back a little further on that chassis. Yeah, get the tail plate on now. But I did this afternoon get it, go out to, well, out to my shed and did the alignment on it. I had to work on my electronics last night. It took me a little bit to get the computer to want to hook up to the speed control. Okay, we got it. The one thing you might be able to see, I don't know if you can, I don't like so much, you can see it's towed out quite a bit. It don't look as bad when it's down, but when the arms are extended, you can see the front wheels are towed out. That is, there's a bigger gap at the front than the back, but it disappears as it gets down to ride height. Well, if it acts goofy on jumping, the one thing I'll do Saturday, I'll move my shocks out to the outer hole, and that will not let the arms droop as far. Otherwise, I'm going to have to tear the shocks apart and put more limiters internally. But as you can see, as it goes down, the toe out goes back to normal. But anyway, it's wired up. I got one thing I still got to do since I did my alignment. Still need to set the end points of the steering. And that's the other thing, with it towed out like it is, you won't have as much throw on your steering because that wheel's going to bottom out quicker. So, and usually on carpet though, you don't need more steering. You're usually taking steering away, but we'll see. I'll be on a tight, narrow track Saturday, so we'll see how it does. And I'll show you guys, here's my radio. It's not the newest. I always am one model behind, because like the newest model, this was 12S, it was the top of the line, their previous Airtronics or Sanwa model. They came out with an M17. Like I say, I always stay one model behind, because that M17, it's a $700 radio, and what I wait for is when they come out the new model, I'll go and buy the previous model. I picked this one up with 2 receivers for $400, and the receivers are $100 a piece, so I basically paid $200 for the radio. But anyway, let's get into the endpoint adjustment. Right there. Yeah, Fatava is the other big brand. But anyway, you can actually set how far your steering goes left and right. And you got to do it, or otherwise you'll take out your steering servo. And what I usually do, I got it close before I did my alignment last night. Or, yeah, when I was doing my electronics. But usually what I'll do is I don't know if you guys can see that, those wheels. I'm turning to the left, so I'm watching that wheel. And you can see that wheel starting to come back. I'd like to go till it doesn't go anymore. And then I'll back it off a couple spots, so that way the steering never completely bottoms out. That's what takes out the gears in the servo. Okay, got that set. Of course, the last time you seen it, I had put the electronic set it in, but I hadn't hooked up anything. Like I said, I had to bind the radio to the receiver, and then I had to actually calibrate the speed control. Then I actually went in with the computer and changed some settings in it. I did put the wing on the last time, and I forgot to cut out the back wicker, the top of the wing. Don't need all the downforce on carpet. Oh, it is, Mike. It's got ridiculous. You got apps for your phone. A lot of people use to adjust these speed controls. I don't know if you had them when you were racing. That's my personal transponder. That's what counts my laps when I go over a loop. I don't know if you guys had them when you raced or not. But yeah, that's what the computer picks up when it goes by the loop under the track. But anyway, that's basically it. It is done, ready to hit the track Saturday. I am happy tonight. I went on Associated's website and they had the parts in there that I was worried about, so I've got them ordered. They're off back order. The gearboxes and the shock towers. I got sway bars coming, so I can adjust the sway bar, anti-sway bar sizes. So that's another thing that I got coming. But anyway, does it move? I think it does. Hi, Bacardi Jim. Exactly, Mike. Exactly. That's why I should have probably got on there sooner, but if it breaks Saturday, I got my other car. It's all ready to go yet. Just throw a battery in it and go. But anyway, it goes. Got pretty good brake. I did throw some more brake in it, so it's one thing on carpet, you can usually use a lot of brake. But anyway, I wasn't going to get on here for long tonight. Just wanted to show everybody that it was working. I did, like I said, I had to put that shock or chassis protector on. That was kind of a nightmare, but it made me figure out that that's going to be a pain in the ass tearing those front, or that having to tear that front bumper off of there. And the other nice thing, better unplug it. You don't want to leave these plugged in. Sometimes the speed controls will drain the batteries if you don't. Even if they're off, so. One other nice thing, this is my old body off my old car. And by gosh, it fits fits on there. I did have to trim a little on the back and the front to make it sit down in there, but switch to Losi. Yeah, those tires will swell. Yeah, not so much anymore. It'll just, more than anything, it might damage your batteries if they will run them. It'll run them flat. So lipos, that's the bad thing if you take them down too far. But anyway, it's ready to go. Yeah, hopefully I'll probably I'm not gonna put my live stream up for Saturday until I get home. And Mike, that's about the time I started, believe that or not. So 27 years ago I started. I started as an old guy, I guess. But yeah, I'll probably put up the live stream Saturday night after I get home. I'll probably be home fairly early Saturday, so be looking for it. Otherwise, I normally put it up the night before, but I'm going to wait till I get home, and we'll probably be going at 7 o'clock. I'll just say something to you guys. Mike knows about it already. I emailed him about it. We got a little thing we may be doing here. We will be doing it. I did talk to Rick G, and he said go for it, Mike. So might have a little member involved giveaway coming up. Be able to maybe use your giveaways for getting into another giveaway, or send in some stuff to get into a giveaway. So get spots into a giveaway. So something a little different. Yeah, Mike already knows about it. Rick G did it back in a few years ago, and it sounded like, I mean, I got to looking at I guess I'll give a little hint, looking at my dime book the other night, and it got me thinking about it. So yeah, I agree. It'll be a lot of fun. So I got to get a couple things lined up, and I'll probably announce it in the probably next week. Well, it won't be next week, but I might say something about it tomorrow night, but we won't get going on it till I get back, at least a week from now, or a week and a half from now. So anyway, that's all I had to do tonight. Gonna do nickels Saturday night. Again, I got some from the bank. Again, so now I just got to organize all the parts I got and stuff. Yeah, I guess I got to get my other two cars, swap tires on them to get them ready to go for Saturday. But I got a day to do it. Thanks, Richard. You just pop in. That's a cluster underneath there. A lot of stuff in a small area. But anyway. Okay, guys, that's all I had for you tonight. We'll see you Saturday night. I just wanted to show you it is moving. So he didn't talk. He just sent me a little. He was at work. He just sent me a short email, said go for it. So I need to get a hold of him again and get him when he's not working. It sounds like he's still busy working like he always was. So he just said, make it short, go for it, and he'd talk to me later. So anyway, okay, guys, we're gonna get out of here. We'll catch you Saturday night. Yeah, Mike, you oughta. He'd probably like it. Anyway, okay, guys. See you later.